Hi guys, and welcome back to episode 17 of the Spfl RTG on FC25. As you can see with the footage going through some of the members of the team there, we do have a couple of different members in the starting 11 or bench that are being included, and we have a change of formation for the first time in a long while. Let's do a quick run through. Of course, as you can see, we've got an in progress Olasanya up top. That Dino Magic Evo for the right wing was going to expire, and I noticed that Olasanya could go into both the Dino Magic and the Facilitator Evo, so I started to put him through that, getting him up to a nice rating and nice stats. There was a new Cam Evo that dropped. Unfortunately, the Luis Palma that I had, even though he can play Cam, can't actually go into it. So Hadji was there, and of course we had the objective Alistair Johnson in there as well. So Lutari went into the Octopus Evo because it was going to expire and I had to put someone into it. That's what Olasanya will look like when he is finished, of course. And I've got three options at the moment for the Team of the Year blueprint. Martin Boyle, of course, probably the best stats all round. Vaclav Cherny, very good stats as well, and also 94 rated. And Danny Armstrong. If I can get an Evo to come out that can boost Danny Armstrong to get him up to that 94 rating as well, and not lose the Finesse Plus, then I will put Danny Armstrong into that Evo. If not, I'm thinking I'm leaning towards Cherny because I do like that Finesse Plus play style. So as you can see, that was the record going into our final 5 Champs games. Hoping that we can get the first double figures on camera, or even get to that 11 wins mark that we were looking for. A little bit scrappy in the middle of the park there, but a fantastic ball through from his Xavi Simons in fairness, and Vinicius Jr. finishes it off for 1-0. Rodri on the ball again here, picks up in the middle of the park. Hadji doesn't do well enough to intercept, but he proved defending from us, and he finishes it off. And at this point I was checking what formation he was actually playing because it felt like I was getting swarmed. He was playing that 4-2-1-3. Afterwards we do play a little bit better. Mo Silla finds Martin Boyle, back to Mo Silla. We do get a bit of a break of the ball here with Daisen Maeda. We skip away from him and fire it into the top corner with his weaker foot to get us back into the game. 4-2-1. The new Alistair Johnson on the wing through for Graham Carey. Graham Carey gets himself a little bit of space, fires it across to Mo Silla. Maeda, a little bit lucky to get by his man there, and Martin Boyle fires into the back of the net right before half time, and great time to score for the RTG. We're picking the ball up here. He's wanting to make a sub or something, I don't know, but a good chest down from Martin Boyle to skip away from John Stones. Inside for Yanis Hadji, picks out Daisen Maeda, who takes his time and fires into the top corner with his weaker foot once again. Can't actually remember if the guy made subs in this game, but he did start again. Carey fires it out to Mo Silla, given to Alex Valle. Inside for Yanis Hadji, who takes a terrific first touch to skip away from his man and fire into the back of the net. And that was enough for this guy to quit. And we do win 4-2, and we take us up to 7 wins with 4 games remaining. So we're in a great position going into the next game. This guy's team actually does show up, and it is a hell of a team that we've come up against. As you can see, he chose the meta option for the Team of the Year Evo. Understandable, if you like. And even though we come close to potentially taking the lead there with Daisen Maeda, he then starts to come up the park. Ronaldinho fires the ball through to Messi. He just somehow bullies his way past Dan Casey, and I think Jack Butland should be doing a lot better with that effort there. I think we're desperate need for a new goalkeeper, but I don't know if that will come anytime soon, to be honest. We do look to break up the park here. Martin Boyle up against Theo Hernandez, turns back inside, gives it to Graham Carey, using that ping pass plus to give it to Kyogo, who is not going to miss from there, fires into the back of the net. We're into the second half now. He chips the ball forward for Messi. Semi-decent save from Butland. Maybe if he just stayed up on his feet, he might have been able to catch it. But a green-timed header from Virgil van Dijk makes it 2-1 to this guy, unfortunately. And we need to get back into the game again. Graham Carey coming forward now. Mo Silla picks it up. Daisen Maeda looking for an option. Gives it to Hadji. Great pass across. And Martin Boyle, ever reliable, fires into the back of the net. we do look to try and take the lead here. Daisen Maeda for Kyogo. Maybe I could have played him there, but I chose not to. Tried to play him in here, not quite through. And again, we do manage to get it through to Maeda the third time. Haji gives it to Kyogo. Lovely cushion finish into the bottom corner, and we do take the lead for the first time in this match. We're looking to try and extend the lead here, but not a great pass from me, has to be said. And unfortunately, he looks like he is going to punish us here. Ronaldinho gives it to Messi. I try to play the offside trap, but Eusebio comes back on and fires into the back of the net for 3-2. Not great when we had just kind of gifted that goal, if you like. We have made the subs at this point. Olasanya gives the ball through to Martin Boyle. Olasanya arguably fouled there, could have been a penalty, but we take our time. And then we open it up, and Olasanya fires into the back of the net for 4-3 in the game. That looks like it could be the winner, but unfortunately, his Ronaldinho just gets a second wind out of nowhere. Casemiro cannot catch up to him. He gives it to Vinny Jr. The tackle goes straight back to him, though, and his Dembele evolution fires into the back of the net and to take us into extra time. As you can see here, we're looking to try and get the lead again in the game, and this time not chuck it away. Palma, La Croqueta gives it to Daisen Maeda. He's defending valiantly. We're looking to find that opening. Maeda does find that opening and fires into the top corner for 5-4, and that is how that game ended. Now, for the remaining 3 games, I didn't have enough footage memory left. I did have enough to capture the screenshots, though, so we did go on to win the next game 6-5. Brilliant run from us at this point. We win this game 2-1 after a rage quit, but look at the stats. I mean, unbelievable that it was only 2-1 in the game. And unfortunately, though, we do go on to lose the last game for 11 wins, 8-6. However, we do get our first double digits finish on the weekend, 10-5 on camera. Anyway, we have finished a couple of times when we weren't on camera, of course. The rewards were not great at all, though. However, we do end up getting a past player in Malik Tillman for the squad. Of course, he won't go into it straight away. He's just going to sit in the club for if and when we do decide to use any past players in the squad later on. But that's going to do it for the Foot Champs highlights anyway. We are currently sitting in Division 2 in Rivals as well. Of course, we're going to try and get to Elite before the season finishes and we get relegated a wee bit further down. Completing some other evolutions as well. Of course, we've got the next Foot Champs Weekend League coming up, which the entire team of the year might be in packs for. I'm not too sure. I'll have to check that for it. Fingers crossed we can maybe get Van Dijk or someone like someone similar to him that we can actually use later on down the line potentially. Hopefully we get some better evos as well for the team. I'm hearing that we might be getting a left-back evolution, which is, as you can see, is desperately needed for the squad, given that Alex Vai is lagging behind in terms of his rating and stats. I might, depending on stats-wise, I might stick James Penrice in the Evo just to get another club represented in the starting 11, which is kind of why I want to get Danny Armstrong done in the Evo if he does get the maximum out of his ratings. If not, then it will be Czerny that goes into it. Unfortunately, that would mean that a Hibs player would drop out of the starting 11. Of course, Dan Casey's got to go into a couple more Evos with the chaining of the Evos. We have actually off camera completed the Team of the Year Cup, and he has gone into one of those Evos because we want him to get Anticipate Plus, so we're leaving the passing Evo until the very end. And we'll see what he looks like come that as well. But overall, we're feeling good. New patch, I'm actually enjoying it. I think the team, well, and the reason we changed formation is because the 4-4-2 was getting destroyed in it. But we still have that formation saved just in case we do need it down the line. However, this is what we're rocking at the moment. It's just the main thing I do want changed as soon as possible is the goalkeeping position, because we need to get that changed as soon as possible because Jack Butland has no hands, apparently. hopefully I could do with another Jack Butland, because I do like a tall goalkeeper. So if he was to get another inform, that would be great. But at this point, I'll take anybody. I am going to do a prediction video as well later on, either today or tomorrow morning, for the European fixtures for Celtic and Rangers as well, so stay tuned for that. If you don't mind checking out the other content on the channel, especially to see how the RTG has evolved since the first episode, then please do so. And that'll be that for this one, so please like, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one.